We are still talking about decisions about location. We've talked about manufacturing business, which is part of the secondary sector business. We've talked about service business, which is a tertiary sector. Today we're going to talk about the factors affecting the location of retailing business, which is also part of a service sector business. So who are retailers? I wrote these are businesses which buy and bid from wholesalers and sell to the final consumers. So retailers, they buy in bid from the wholesaler. The wholesaler buys from the producers to sell. They buy in bulk from the producers, sell to the retailers. So the retailers are the ones that sell to the final consumer. I think you know retailers are clear now, right? Great. So those retailers, their business is retailing. I think it's clear. Retailing is act of being a retailer. So that's what they do. So are you as a retailer, what will make you to decide on the kind of location you want? That is what we're talking about here. So factors that determine the kind of location you want to choose as a retailing business. So the factors that determine it is not the same as the factor that determines your business as a manufacturing business. It's different. Are you with me? Are you getting it, please? So one of the factors, so look how I said retailing business is part of the service sector business. So the following are to be considered when deciding on the location of retailing business. Number one, shoppers. Who are the shoppers? The customers. So for shoppers, most retailers would want a location that is popular, as this will attract shoppers. Malls and shopping complexes are ideal for retailing business. So as a retailer, what you sell to customers, and the kind of location you have to choose is a location that is popular, like the shopping mall, like the shopping complex. There, you have a lot of customers coming around. So even if they don't want to buy from you, because your shop is within that location, they might check your stock. I think not right? I said pens down. Do you get what I'm talking about here? Because at that time, you are within the complex, the shopping mall. They might even check your products. So locating in that area could boost your business. Is it clear, please? Yes. The second one, nearby shops. Being able to locate closer to where other businesses are located would have a positive impact on retailing businesses, as those customers who visit other businesses could check the retail stores too. So if you are setting up your business, your retail business, closer to other businesses. So from other businesses, you might still have customers from other businesses that will check your products. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's why most of the time you see some small supermarkets closer to other businesses. They know closer to schools. They know from schools students could buy, parents could buy from them. Do you understand? Is it clear, please? Yes. The third one, customer parking available. That means the parking space. Customers would want to buy, they want to shop, but they need to find a place to park their cars. So if you are setting your location, if you are setting your business in a location that does not have a parking space, you might lose customers. Do you get it? Because customers want to park their cars, and if there is no space to park their cars, they will just move and find a place or a store that that has a parking space. That's what we're talking about here. Do we get it? So I wrote, retail businesses must also put into consideration parking spaces, as shoppers might need to park their cars, and if that is not available, it might reduce the number of patronage. They might lose customers because customers want to park their car before, and it takes time to shop, so they need time. So if they don't have a parking space, they might not just want to stay to buy from you. Is it clear? Yes. Do we understand what we're talking about here? Yeah. We're talking about you having a retail business. Those things you have to put into consideration before you locate your business in a place. So if you are opening a shop, you need to think of the parking space. If there's no parking space, how will your customers park? Those that have cars. Where would they park? Would they park on the road? No. They can't park on the roadside. So because you don't have parking space, you might lose customers. Is it clear? Yes. So you put that also into consideration. The fourth one, availability of vacant premises. It's always difficult to secure premises that are popular because their demands are high, So a retail business might not be able to secure a preferable premises. If you are new starting up your retail business, you might not be able to get a shop in a very popular area. Like the complex, if you check here now, you might not see shops there. Because it is popular. They take it already. Do you understand? Those areas that are popular, you might not be able to get your store there. And because of this, it might be difficult for you to start up your business. Do you understand? So you just have to open somewhere which might not be ideal, which you might not be happy with. That's what we're talking about here. Most of the time it is difficult to find your preferable area. Because those areas that you think in your mind might not be space for you. Because other businesses have taken it over. Is it clear? Do you have any question up to now?
No.
Great. Rent and taxes. The more busy the location, the higher the rent of such location. If the location is at the edge of a town, it might have a lower demand, which in turn reduces its rent. So it depends on that area you have. If you are in a more central area, the prices of rents are high there. Sierra, Medina, all these areas, you pay high rent there. But if you are going to edge of the town, the prices might be low because the demand for shops there are less. So areas that have high demand for shops, you might find it difficult to see a lower rate there. So they are expensive. Rents there are expensive. That is the point. So if you are considering that, if you are thinking about the location, you should also think about the price you pay for rent. Do you get it?
Yes.
The more popular the area is, the higher the rent you pay on rent, or the higher the prices of rent over there. So that area will also determine. If you are opening your store at the edge of the town, you pay less. If you are opening it in the center of the town, you pay more on rent. That is the point. Is it clear? The sixth one, access to delivery vehicles. As a retail business, you need a lot of suppliers, yes or no? These retail businesses, they go to Crimea, they supply them from Crimea, right?
Yes.
So if you are opening your store where there's no good road, then you won't be able to see delivery vehicles to bring your stuffs. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you have to think about the access of delivery. If it's a good road, if it is not. So look at what I wrote here. A retailing business must seek for a location that is easier to deliver its supplies, which means it might run out of stocks during busy time, which is bad for the business. If you are setting up your business where it's difficult for delivery vans to drop your stocks, when your stocks are done, you might not be able to get them replaced immediately, which is bad for the business. Do you get the point here? So setting your location, you have to think also about the businesses that bring your supplies. Will they be able to have access to your store as at when due? Not that when you need the stocks, they are still backing on the road. They are still waiting. The traffic is, they've got stuck in the traffic. So you need to think about the access because it is important for your own delivery. So if you are setting up your business, you should also think about how you get your supplies. That is the point. Is it clear? The eighth one, security. High rates of crimes such as theft might discourage retailers to choose certain locations. Therefore, a location that is secure will always be high in demand. So if as retail stores, you will close your shop and go home, yes or no, at the night.
Yes.
And you might be selling expensive stocks, expensive goods, products. If that place is not secure, if they keep stealing over there are a lot of crime over there, you might be discouraged to set up. You won't even want to set up there. Because you know that, in this area, there is a lot of burglary situation. They burgle the stores around there. So you won't want to set up there. So, secured areas are always high in demand and they are expensive. Do you understand? There are securities that guard these stores. But to get a store in such secured areas, you might need to pay more. So you think about it's an opportunity cost. Either you pay more on rent because of the security, or you pay less on rent and unsecured. Do you get it? For you to get a secured location, you pay more. If you are looking for a less secured location, you pay less. And most of the time, even insurance companies would not want to insure your product because your location is in a place that is unsecured. So that means there's a likelihood that there's theft. There's a likelihood that there's burglary. Do you understand? So insurance companies would not find your business attractive to insure. Is it clear?
Yes.
Great. And the last one, legislation. When we talk about legislation, we're talking about laws. Some areas they are banned. You are not supposed to open a shop. They are residential areas. So there are different laws that guide different areas. So some areas will tell you no, this place is not for marketing activity. So if the law of the country says it's not a marketing activity, the area is not for marketing activity, then you can't open your store there. Do you understand? So you have to think about it too, that, oh, if I'm opening my store in this area, am I sure that government are not going to close it down? Am I sure? You need to be sure about it. Do you understand what we're talking about here? So whichever place you want to open your location or your business, whichever location you want to open your business, you have to put all these things into consideration. The shoppers, the kind of people that buy in that area. How is it close to other businesses? 3, the parking space. Is the area secured or not? These things you have to put into consideration. The prices you pay on rent. Delivery access. Does it have an access to deliver? All these things are put into consideration before you decide on the location of a retailing business. Is it clear?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about it?